While Utah awaits a ruling on same-sex marriage, children have become a focal point of the big debate.
The state has argued that children raised by same-sex parents are at a disadvantage. Chris Miller joins us now live. And Chris, you spoke with a man who was raised by two mothers.
Yeah, that's right. We spoke with Griffin tonight. He's 26 years old. He's a police officer here in the Salt Lake Valley. He's an Army commander, and he's a pilot. And he would like state officials to hear the story of his upbringing.
I wasn't limited in the opportunities I had.
Griffin Ferrance was born on April 27, 1987. He's the product of in vitro fertilization. Never met his biological father, who was an anonymous semen donor. His biological mom raised him, along with her female partner.
I think my upbringing was, in my opinion anyway, fairly normal.
Griffin's two mothers were one of the first same-sex couples in Arizona to have joint legal custody of a child.
Early on I was, aware of the differences I had between everyone else because we made it obvious.
Griffin is now a Sandy City police officer and an officer in the Army Reserves, as well as an occasional pilot. He's happily married to Angelica, and they'll celebrate their one-year anniversary next month.
He is a product of his mother's, and if he's a man that he is because of his mother's, then I am thankful for that.
During his upbringing, Griffin says he was teased about his parents and admits that it caused him to ponder his upbringing. But he says his experience was no different than his peers that dealt with similar coming-of-age uncertainties.
In some ways it probably made me a little bit stronger in that I had seen diversity. I had seen diversity firsthand. I have an interracial lesbian family. And so I think it made me stronger and a lot more open to other people.
While the Supreme Court and Utahns grapple with the concept of same-sex couples raising children, Griffin has a message to pass along.
I grew up in a very loving, stable family, and I don't see how a man and a woman would change that.
Well, there's all kinds of studies out there about same-sex parents and the impacts that they may or may not have on children, whether there's disadvantages or no impact whatsoever. Those are just some of the things that the U.S. Supreme Court will be looking into as they consider same-sex marriage law in our state. Clearly, it worked out well for Griffin. Mark, Shauna, back to you.
All right, Chris, thanks.